What's going on? Literally, my stream just shut off. My PC just blue screened on me. So sorry about that. Let me go ahead and get this back on here. For real. That's enough. That's enough for you. Just give me a quick second. Let me get set up here. So I think some people. Uh, just posting the corners. Just give me a second, guys. Now, if that happens again, then I'll just be done for the day. All right. Where were we? We pick up right where we were. I gotta open up liquidities and all that stuff. I gotta log back into a bunch of stuff, so just give me a second logging in. Okay, cool. It didn't log me out. Weesh. Okay. Did you log me out? Okay, you didn't log me out. That you didn't log me out there either. Okay, good. Still logged in on all those areas. All right, let me come back to you guys. One thing I do need is I need my music. Since you guys can't hear it, I'm gonna listen to what I want to listen to. Yes. It's like, how's that for resolution? Blue screen. Yeah, we got a USDT over here. I did not mean to do that. We got some key levels coming in. Yeah, but you see how high this is up right now, and where ETH is at. I think it's I smell a push coming. Same thing for BTC. This is the main catalyst for me right here. This keeps coming down. This is going to keep pushing up. We got a push coming in, so just be careful, guys. We got a push coming in. If USDT can maintain and hold these levels, right over here, 0.88, you know, which is 5.708, that's ideal. Did BTC touch that level? 97.931, and I had 97.939. So it's literally respecting some of those levels. Impulse coming on USDT here now. Got an 8 lower. That's good. Just stay here, USDT. Please stay here. Now we're going to look at USDT here on a 610 real quick. High or low, which is good. It's ideal. Nice impulse. Push up. Keep going. That looks like a rectangle is forming. You can look at a rectangle that way, but you could also, because you have lower highs. Problem is that I have these two right here. That would be a disgusting bear flag. These have lower probabilities. They're continuation patterns. But from the downside like that, that's it's lower probability with that. I'm just marking out what I see here in that sense. No, I was giving too much alpha, and the money man said no more. That's it, Saint. Stop exposing us. Trying to liquidate them. Here I am trying to protect everybody. Yeah, I built some shorts already. I've already scalped them already so far. I'm just saying you can do better. Tell me, have you heard that lately? I'm just saying you can do better. I'll fall down. All falls down. That's where I'm at right now. No, not necessarily. But we just need to see that this area maintains itself. I think I had it at right around this time, 4:01 p.m. So from a fib zone perspective, I was looking at this level right over here, this zone right over here. I'll put it back on. Right inside this area. So we're inside this little compression zone to about 414. So let's see. I'm really keeping my eye on here on USDT. I mean, you can also look at that as descending too for USDT. The trouble. Just be ready. BTC literally scraping the bottom of that. Maybe we get another little push here into this area, like 3409. Not the sexiest, right? Not the sexiest. Just can't sweep that low. Sweep that low. That's dangerous grounds for USDT. Maybe we bounce in that area. I think I had it on a daily. I think we were looking at a daily or a 610, excuse me. Right over here, which is 5.69 in that area. I guess because I'm using another window here. Is that lined up? Does that look lined up to you? That doesn't look lined up to me. There you go. That looks lined up. And we'll just make sure that we can see this on all intervals here. And then we're going to come back down to 1 minute on that one. See this level right here. We need to maintain that. I have no idea what this is. Oh, that's the pattern that I just set up now. It's just showing on that time frame. Okay. All right, you got BTC, you got USDT, and you have ETH. CoinGlass has some good ones. But if you're just trying to use it specifically on TradingView, got to do a little bit of digging. Let's check out 144 on ETH. It would be fantastic if we can close underneath here. And we got 26 minutes left on that. It's a lot of time for USDT on a 1 minute, obviously. Why did my music keep playing? Now my music stopped. Some good old Nirvana. You know, saying back then, yeah. Yeah, bro. It's Tuesdays and Wednesdays, usually gonna be longer streams. Thursdays I got the class, so it seemed like it's a little bit shorter, but Thursday got the class. Then after the class is over, then I'll be jumping back onto YouTube Live and streaming from there. And then Fridays are going to be a relatively short day. You know, hopping off around like 4:30 when bell closes. And then Saturday and Sunday rest, and then rinse and repeat on Monday. BTC just kind of chilling here right now. Let's go. My day's good, man. Yeah, see, USDC just tested that area right there. So then if I look at ETH, yeah, ETH is just still sitting inside of that PM session. It's being compressed in this area. So this is a compression zone for fib zone perspective. Like we'll start to see bigger swings. Like if we're going to swing up or swing down, but like this zone, you see bigger ones, and they'll just continue to grow larger and larger. Come on, USDT, you can do it. You can do it. That's me looking at USDT. Go up. Go up. Ah! Nope. Every time I see this, I'm just prepared for this thing to start pumping over here on ETH. What did we say, wave one? To from there, from here to here. So let's just, play devil's advocate here. And let's just say we actually do get a wave three if it doesn't invalidate in those areas. I have 5.79. Just be very careful with shorts, guys. Very, very careful with shorts. If you are shorting or anything like that, then TP. When you see wicks, you're like, I'm good. I'll take it. Dancing scenes. I mean, we got liquidity sweeps up to 34.23, 34.09. We got cup and handle. If that cup and handle comes to fruition and it goes to the measured move, you know, you got 35.10 to 35.51. This is if USDT just to completely decides to die here. It's creating more of an apex. Backwards, sorry. Bro, you just gave us a double top and now you're just floating around here in this area. 14 minutes left on that, so that 13-minute session that we're on now, right? Or the next session. Yeah, USDT most likely comes right back to that level. No, that's not right because they couldn't have formed it from here. It had to be formed from here. Yeah. So it still needs to have that E wave. $33.04. Oh wow. This would be the ideal. It's a 1 minute, so give it with a grain of salt. But if I can get to 5.79, that's right over here. Of course, there goes. So it just needs to finish forming this E wave. Triple top? Maybe? Maybe triple top? We got a new session coming on the 144 here in a couple of minutes, so maybe triple top? That's if USDT's inside of a bear market. I'm just doing some research. Hang on real quick, guys. See, I don't have a base here, though. I don't make any sense. That don't make any sense to me. Hey, Google. Turn on all lights. There you go. Come on. No. Do I have that? You're a barrier. Shoot. Ugh. Nope, that's down. Damn it. That's down. This thing's gonna pump. That's down. I had that right. Because I'm on a barrier triangle. Be very happy if I'm wrong in that sense. But that points towards down. Just did a lot of research, bro. Just constant research. I never stop learning. Like even now I'm doing research as we're speaking. It's either that way or that way. But I think it's, oops. I think it's that way. Because I had the down thrust up, A, B, B, C, D, E. It's compressing inside of here. I really hope I'm wrong. Excuse me. But that's a barrier triangle. It's quite possible this invalidated though. That's why I could be wrong. Holy crap. Yep. That's a barrier. And where's your bottom at? Yeah, that's going to point towards higher, but do I have my C leg already formed? Maybe compresses somewhere over here. Yeah, this line's this area, this line that you see right here, that's got to be important just for that to hold. See if USDT gives us another hit there. I'd look for this level, right? To see if this level can maintain. If this level can maintain, I feel like it's gonna be ballsy. But if I'm inside of this barrier triangle, which that's what it looks, you know, you have a equal top here in this area, and then you have higher lows. Right, this is one first higher low that's already created, so we're going to come back and revisit this area. So basically, if price action just does this, that's one hit right there. That's another hit. And then if price action just kind of squeezes inside this area, it'll shoot up. It's a barrier triangle for USDT, and then you have a barrier triangle that's forming here for ETH. So what I'll most likely do is I'll look at these levels right over here, see if I can get a long opportunity inside of these zones. You know, somewhere along this trend line. If it can maintain that trend line, then I'm going to look to long that and then ride it up. Maybe we'll start compressing, doing some of this, and then push up. All right, market close. Remember, it closed yesterday at 4:30. Cash market's open at 7. They maintain their lows. They got to maintain their lows. So 7 o'clock is when you'll see that turbo move, because that's when cash markets will start opening up. I'll vibe with you guys all the way through. What was that, USDT? What the heck was that? And you have a gap down. Yeah, you're gonna feel that. I think they're setting up for that for the cash markets. I want to see this area. If this area holds, then we're gonna flip. And we're gonna ride that until we get into these areas. We're gonna sweep this. Yep. Yep. And that fits right in with that cup and handle viewpoint that we were looking at. Not a sexy entry, but we're gonna take it if we can get that. I think we need another hit over here inside this area, and then we need a couple more hits over here. We need to ride that up. There you go, USDT. Come on down. Come on down. And ETH didn't do anything. Last time it did that, it popped up out of nowhere. Oh. It's not a bad day overall, though, to be honest with you. I did a little like just over 64 today. Whoops. Nine. No. All right, true story. When you have trades and you got to go take a shower, is your phone in the shower with you? Don't front. I can't be alone here. I'm the only one, huh? That's all right. I guess that's the differentiator. I guarantee that's the fastest shower you'll probably ever take. Scrub, scrub, rub a dub. I'm out. I'm good. I'm clean. I just filled that gap. That's what that was. But you got another gap that formed right here too on the 1 minute. Fill this gap right over here, and then now it's just filling that gap. Best case scenario, we did have a true double top on a higher time frame, like on a 144. That's the wrong pair, excuse me. For ETH, that's best case scenario that you're looking at. You know, you had a double top. That shows like reversal. Double tops are typically reversals. And that's going to be best case. And then we'll start to sink lower. If we get into these levels, you know, like 33, 32, instead of these areas again, you know, an imbalance level again, we start testing this area again, and we just keep crawling up higher and higher, then these are going to be the levels. So that's really what you got to work with. If you're short already, this is what you're looking for to either TP or to hold. And if it just plummets right through, then USDT pumped back up, and then I'm looking at these lower levels down here. I probably got to move this wave D over just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more accuracy in the sense of ratios, but you get the idea. iPhones are waterproof? For real? I didn't know that. I got a 17 max, and I'm like stupid cautious about it. Hang on, I'll be right back. I did not know that. I'm so petrified of getting mine wet. I need water now. So you gave me the berry in a different direction. But yeah, but you're not done yet. So this can still be a barrier, just moved up higher. ETH, I mean USDT, I typically vote against you, and I've been wanting you to die for a minute. But I think this will be the one time I'm actually just push up a little bit. Whoops. No way. Sure, sounds good, bud. The contest. I was just looking at that. They have 1 billion. Jeez. On the teams. Jeez Louise. Well, we're in fifth. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know what those guys are doing. I'm doing my part. I think like 6.9 so far on the team contest, and then solo contests like 15.4 so far on the solo. Get some water. Hang on. I need to fill my sippy cup. Yeah, yeah. Congratulations, you've traded 15 million in volume, 16 million volume. Here, we're gonna give you $80. It's like, what, bro? Or when you hit the mystery box, you've been waiting all week for the mystery box. You're like, oh, bet. See what I get. $3. What am I gonna do with this $3? We just want to tell you, congratulations. You've been doing a great job all week. Here's $3. I hope you're right, Bob. I hope you're right. Yeah. Or like I'm already VIP 6, and they're like, hey, congratulations, you have a mystery box. Go open it. I'm like, all right, open it. Here's a VIP 4. It's like, what? No, give me money. I remember there's one time when I was trading on Phoenix. This was a while ago. This was like maybe like 3 years ago. But man, their airdrops were disgusting. Especially, I think it was like around Christmas time. They gave me like $2,600 in airdrops, just random. I was just like, I looked at my account one day. I was like, why is that higher? Yeah, it's definitely gamified, without a doubt. It's definitely gamified. All right, so these are higher lows, not lower lows. These are higher lows. Those are lower highs. So let's make some adjustments. I mean, it's really difficult to make an adjustment there because I have a double top there. It's difficult to call that and say, so I just want to see a squeeze over here and then poof, come to these levels. That 33.53 is going to be one of those key areas. Maybe we just kind of skirt around here in this area if we can't get a plummet down to these levels. Look at that. That is compression. Let's go with. I don't know why Apple does this, man. Listen to music and then all of a sudden it just stops, which is mind-boggling. There you go. Yeah, I don't care who you are. This music definitely gets you going. Ah, yeah, there we go. Keep going. Keep going. Let's look at 144 real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. And what is that? 33.22. What does that look like on a 13-minute? So somewhere inside this area over here, right back over here. So I'm gonna mark that off for us on 144. What changes the setup phase for us? That's again. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. This level right over here. $33.22. And then maybe get a higher low out of that, just measuring it like that. Is this the one that I just marked? My bad. I know that looks messy, but just bear with me. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's go. Hey, what did we just say? My fault. I'm squirreling here. 33.22. Where is that? That's right over here. It guarantees there's a shaved head here. Oh no, there's not. Okay, cool. I think it's for 1 month. It's based on volume. So if you maintain a certain amount of volume, they'll reassess your VIP status. So obviously, if you're not trading for a month or anything like that, then they lower your VIP status. Yeah. I think the most I got out of a mystery box was 1,200. That was the biggest ticket I've ever seen. Yeah, I remember that. That was tough. I remember that. Bob, you're all over the place, bro. 3550, 2900. Where are you at? All right. Long it. Go long. Ah, adobo. Mmm. Qué rico eso. Adobo, pad thai. Those are some fire dishes right there. Synagogue is good too. Those are some Fire dishes. False breakout for USDT. Yep. Yep. You little tease you. USDT behaving like ETH, erasing all its pumps. 1, 2, 3. Very good there. Next session would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be a lot easier. So yeah, floating around here, then the setup phase would change automatically right over here in the next session. They'll put us right in the Asia cash session. Owie. That's ETH at. That'll put ETH at 35, 100%. Damn, that's the only pivot. Oy. And there's no pivot on that yet. I gotta wait for a price action to develop first to give me a true pivot. Hmm. It was a weak move. Weak move, USDT. This is the first time you'll ever hear me root for USDT, guys. But it's kind of weird that we're just kind of floating in this area. You know, those probabilities of 3,500 are not off the table. Hmm. You got mixed views on crypto Twitter. This is so boring. Yeah, 30, I mean, shoot, I would like to see something in that area around here. That would be great, to be honest with you. Actually, you know what? I want to look at that again. Yeah, so forming a wave one. Give me 5.75. Please give me 5.75. That's exactly what we're looking for. Yeah, this week in particular has mainly just been getting in and getting out, getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out. You might be able to hold a position for, maybe 8 hours at most overnight on London, but during these New York sessions, they have predominantly been get in and get out, get in and get out. Let's see what the viewer count looks like on Friday. Maybe we do a giveaway on Friday. Just try to break a 100 viewer count. Yeah, if we can get a viewer count that's over 100, yeah. That would be a crazy move if BTC just booms up to 103. That just means that there's going to be a plummet. We probably won't see anything here for the next couple minutes. I'm not trying to jinx it because we saw some moves yesterday, like around this time. Oh, Is it easier that I had the split screens like this? Or we can see all the pairs, USDT, ETH, and BTC? I'm going to do some customizing over tonight, but if that helps, then I'll try to keep something like that going when I do some changes. Oh, they might be busy. Or maybe my setups or my strategy is too complex for them. Bodokai? No, I haven't. Oh, mm, mm, mm. Gotta figure out a way to get this music to play in here, man. Yeah. Wait, did you hear it there when I put it on just now? I mean, I turned it off because it cut off in my headset, but I don't know if you guys are able to hear that. Hmm. Because it's just so quiet, so boring sometimes for me. I can only imagine on your guys' side. Let's see if this works. Hmm. Okay, well, output. So maybe let me change my settings here. Let's see if that helps. I don't know if that helps. I don't know if that worked. Probably not. I gotta figure that out. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Hmm. Maybe it plays over that way. Maybe that plays. I'm gonna find out. I'm clicking buttons, so if you end up hearing music, then chime in. Are you getting sleepy? Sorry about that. No, if it was a Navarro, the Wave D, I mean, it's good eye. You do have the right concept as far as up here, but you would need the Navarro to print like that in that area, which it could be. So won't dispute that. It could be. I'm just aiming for lower because maybe I'm being greedy here. I'm getting sleepy. Sorry about that. How do I get this stupid voice meter to pick up my audio? It's not giving me the virtual input option. It's good. You do have the right concept as far as up here, but you need the Navarro to print. My audio's playing back into it. Jeez Louise. Cable output VB2. Okay, so let's change that. So let's change this to cable VB output. I don't know. I gotta spend some time on that to figure that out. USDT looks like it's got a hot nothing burger here. See if we can bounce in that area. Hmm. Am I getting anything on that? Stereo input. Maybe that works. Let's try that. Nope. Nope. That's not gonna work either because now I can't even hear my music. Hmm. Now I can't even hear my music. That's fantastic. That's great. Yeah, I'm clicking buttons and just messed up my music. Apple just shuts down like that. That's crazy. Yeah. We'll probably just end up floating around in this area for a little while. We're printing a 7 here now on a 5-minute actually. Let's go over to a 13-minute. I didn't mean to do that. I have to click on here. Oh, we're still on a 13-minute over here. That'd be nice to see if we can get up to that level. Oh, Apple doesn't even want to work. Let's try that again. All right, left everything default, default, default. Okay. Let's try Apple one more time. No, nothing. Nothing here either. I messed something up, so none of my music's actually even playing, which is quite aggravating. There we go. Now we're playing again. What did I miss? $5.759. Come on. Let's go. I don't know if I read you guys' comments. Does this work for you? The 3 different screens? ETH, USDT, and BTC. Does that work for you guys? Yes, no, maybe so. All right, cool. Since I got some time to kill here, waiting for this market, try to see if I could set some other stuff up for us. No, that's dead. Hola. Paranoia. So now you have some interaction. Oh, damn, let's go. Finally. It's me. I'm here. It's me. It's not AI. It's not a bot. Now we just need to see this 5.79 area. Hey, yo. What's good? What's good? It's amazing what just what a little picture does. Let's go. That's good. That's good. Should. Now I just need music. That's the last piece of the puzzle that I personally want. What level is this? 33, 33? Still trying to break that 33, 53 area. Good little push for USDT. Just a little bit more. We really want to see what occurs here at the 33, 36 down to 33, 22. Because I believe we were looking at an imbalance, right? Yeah, 33, 22. If it wants to get to that level. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yes, the camera is on. So I'll play around with this tonight. Make this all nice and pretty for you guys. I think the most important part is that we actually have trades that come to fruition. But I'll go ahead and set this up. I think it looks decent so far. Might be a little bit cluttered here, but I'll make some adjustments. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So you guys want some interaction? I take it. That's what's up. Yeah, it's got to be a little patient here. We're going to wait for that 5.758 area for USDT and see what that reaction looks like for ETH. What level is that? That is 33, 37. Let's see if this trend line can hold. 33, 33. And that's maybe just above that. So 33, 35. 33, 35. Yeah, I'm looking at, what is that, 3342.51 down to 3335, excuse me, 3333. So this region, if you will. If it just plummets through, then all gravy. Now here we go. We're getting lower to those lower targets. So I'm here. Obviously, you can see me. I'm just concentrating on these levels real quick. Probably get it on the 9 here. Need a bang that. Getting closer. Just a little bit more. Give me a second. We reached it. ETH didn't drop as much as I wanted it to. Ah, you front ran me. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for that 9. I'm gonna wait for that 9. Take some profits off of my short. Not here. I already did it on these levels. Shorts are printing though. There we go. Come down a little bit lower. At 33.53, it's probably front run my whole area that I was looking at. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take the profits and just let it go back up if that's the case. Uh, 5-minute looks like a falling wedge. And see how that's. I guarantee this is probably running hot too. No, running warm. It's not as hot as we'd want it to be, but it did reach that level. What does that look like on a 610? I would take the heat maps off here just so it's a little bit more visible. Yep. All right, so squeeze a little bit higher. Next level for it is going to be 5.793. Dun, 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 dun. One, 2, X is coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, just groups of X. 7, 8, don't stay up late. You're long for 31.30, and just hold on to it. That's the best advice I can give you right now. If we lose these levels, 33, or even 33.22, then we'll be revisiting 32.06. You'll still be fine. We're looking at barrier wedges right now. So, and then we were looking out on a 144. We're looking at a cup and handle. So if this thing is going to shoot up, then we have like 3500s, 3551, 3510 inside those areas. And then we'll look to reshort in those areas. Took some profits on the short already. I had a small add back on my long. And so I want to see if that can maintain itself. I'm really looking for, I wanted to see USDT reach this level, 5.79, which it did on a 1 minute. And now we want to see if it can maintain itself. Was that on a 1 minute? Yeah, it was on a 1 minute there. But what was that, on a 5 minute as well too? Yeah, 5 minute. Yeah, you got a shooting star on that as well too. So one way that we can look at this is, you know, we had a sub wave that we're looking at, wave 3. So then I would also look at this maybe being I'm going to remove the ABDCD now because it already played out. Looking at this as being another wave 1, you know, because we had a minute. Now we might see a minor. And then getting another wave 3 going up to there. So let's see how this plays out. Yeah, it's a 5 minute shooting star. Let's see how that plays out. Followed with an engulfing. Got a minute 25 left in that one. And it gets the whole follows. Five, six, get your crucifix. 7, 8, don't stay up late. 1, 2. So that's what we're looking at essentially. See if this thing can push back up, because it didn't clear that level. But the next, I mean, that's an hour from now. So that next session in an hour from now is roughly market close. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So the session is automatically going to open up inside of a bullish setup phase, which would point towards lower lows. So if you're longing in those areas, or you're longing currently right now, then I would look at them as like short term for right now. Just for right now, that setup phase can change if we climb back above here, 33.90. Then that's going to open up the door for 34.49 all the way to 3500s. I lean, I walk. It's bare legal. Six minutes on that. Later, bro. Yeah, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Be here again tomorrow. I'll be vibing with you guys till, you know, Asia. We'll see what kind of moves we get. Yeah, I got a channel. So just look for ScalpX, and then if once you're inside ScalpX, look for the get notification section. Yeah, I saw that earlier. They closed the airspace. Maybe we can get a sweep of that current low, which is 33.46. Yeah, this song goes hard. What? We got a shave. That looks like a shave bottom here. Let's double check. Yep. Oh, nope. 5.744. Come on, Bears. Step on in. Yeah, that 33.53 area is kind of important. Let's see what USDT can do here. Man, if USDT can get us 5.79, that'll be juicy. That'll probably push us into these levels, 33.23. Yeah, this should flush. We should come to this level right over here. So even though you got a shooting star, you know, it has a less than 70% reversal rate. So, and it's you know, on a downtrend, you usually want to see a shooting star on an uptrend. Even though this is an uptrend, you really want to see it somewhere over here. Thirty-three 45, 33 38. I'm looking at 3343.61. 5-minute has a higher low. Same thing on a 9-minute. I mean, on this 13-minute. Oh, appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I was playing around with it earlier, trying to figure out how to get music to play, but I'm pretty sure I'll get flagged. So as far as like copyright music, so I don't know, man. I've heard other traders playing music in the background before and no issues, and it's been mainstream type of music. So I don't know. Maybe they just run it live, and if it gets muted, they just delete the video. They don't care. It's just for the purpose of running live. I'll figure it out. So don't make me wait. Up in here, up in here. Yeah, I'll figure it out. If it doesn't bounce at 43, you can expect lower targets. If you're looking at my chart there to the left, you can see the blue fibs that I've pointed out. That's what we can expect. There it goes again with that 53. That key level, 33.53. Oh. Oh. That's on my to-do list, though. Figure out the music, clean up the screen a little bit, make it a little bit more presentable for you guys. Have a little bit more casual conversation with you guys from time to time. So especially when we have some downtime, I can answer more questions this way, be a little bit more interactive with you guys overall. Appreciate it. Thanks, dude. Clean freaks around here. Hang on real quick. I need to get some water, man. Be right back. It's alright. All night. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to reclaim that 3353. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's all good. It's all right. You guys don't want the BTC on there? What up, Ryan? What's up, big dog? You guys, I just want to make sure you guys don't want the BTC chart on there. I was just one person, but if everybody's like, yeah, we don't need it, then we don't need it. A flat 1 hour candle at 33.82. Will he insist on going back for it? Probably. Quite possibly. Nope. Okay. Here, I'll just make it easy for you guys. I can't do a pull. Maybe I do a pull from here. I put a poll for you guys here. Hang on. There, let you guys vote. I'll give it about an hour or so. Just let you guys vote real quick. Oh my gosh. Bro, wearing headphones for this long. Oh. That's funny. Yeah, possibly. That's why now. You know, if I look at this USDT, because I don't have a pivot point, it son of a gun. Jig up my rock all night. I mean, that makes a little bit more sense, and that will push. That'll definitely push it up. What? All right, cool. So let me go back over to this. Right, like if we get into these levels, that makes a little bit more sense. Or I don't need that anymore. We can get rid of that. And we can get rid of that big giant fat arrow sitting there. That's a level that I'd be looking at. I really wouldn't be interested in re-shorting this area, because if we get back to this area, you know, it's like 1, 2, 3, like it's going to keep testing that area. And then you'll probably end up seeing a sweep and then seeing USDT dropping. USDT really would ideally would want to hold that peak of wave 1, but the fib levels that I have marked out for it sit all the way down over here. You know, measure from here up to here. So wave 4 can get to these levels, essentially making it sharp. This was for a, that was for a 1 minute. We don't need that there. That's in the way. Now look at that gap down too. I should have recognized that. There you are. And who are you? No way you're going to come to 0.5, because 0.5, 0.56, yeah. 691, 697, yeah. So I need to get rid of you. Rejecting off of there. So 0.76, that would push ETH much, much, much higher. So I'm hoping everybody took profits. Honestly, I hope everyone took profits on their shorts. But if they try to put what now? Hold on, I'm rereading that. What happens if they try to put LA Wave? But yeah, that's a target, you know, then ETH is going to be sitting around 3,500 plus. Did you long? Did you long, Bob? See now. Watch out now. I can talk to you now, Bob. You can see my face. You can read my facial expression. Did you long? Me and you. Do I have my little dog here still? He doesn't show. I gotta. It doesn't tell me. Get out and get out. Like, yeah, I'm still short. I've taken profits, but I'm still short. No, half step in. Ah. Oh. Yeah, let's see. Let's take a look at USDT here. USDT just looks ugly. It doesn't even know what it wants to do. Look at that gap. Look at that. It's going to fill that. So ETH will probably come back down here a little bit more. And let's see, look at used ETH and just say maybe you have like a small little flag right over here. A high and tight. I need to really move this. This is in my way. So we're going to just put you right there for right now so we know where it's at going forward. And then what is the measure move for measure move? Look for that because that's a continuation pattern. Yep. If it goes, I mean, I still have my short. Just took some profits off of it. I had a small little add to my long as well too. I'm good. I'm good with my long goes to break even. I haven't really destroyed my average on it, but I'm good if it goes to break even. You know, the short played its role in the sense of allowing me to hedge and open up in that position. I was really looking for, on this move down, I was really looking for this. We did get an 8 that printed lower. So this little sequential count here on a 13 minute is relatively decent. Let's look at a 144 real quick. Yeah, so I feel like we're just going to be farting around here for lack of better terminology because 4 back, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. We had to get down to this level to change that setup phase. We've had a couple of those where we attempted to change the setup phase here in this area. That's where we get this retracement here. But the next session that comes on board, 4 back would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Closing underneath here, that changes the setup phase into a bullish setup phase, but that's a short distance, so it could just always push right back up and flip it back into a bearish setup phase or a continuation of a bearish setup phase. Lead-up phase is printing a 3, and then you have a 4. So this lead-up phase is indicating that the trend isn't exactly done and over with. So this is why I'm just scalping those areas and just being prepared for us to move into those 3500s. Yeah, because then we have this cup and handle that I was looking at over here. This cup, handle, and then the measured move puts us in the 3500s. Ain't no way you're gonna let them all know. I'm about to go. Oh no, oh no. Ain't no way you're gonna let my shine. You're gonna let my mind. You're gonna let out your mind. Oh, I don't know why. Yeah, it's probably gonna go for a wave, but it's probably gonna go for a 5. So unless 3, 4, 5, now you're looking at A, B, and then C. Yeah, it's got to clear that imbalance first. So I would anticipate ETH to come maybe a little bit lower, down to maybe this level, trying to see if it can respect this trend line. If we lose that trend line, then I'm opening up the doors for these areas over here, which we probably won't see until probably cash flow for Asia. We gonna stop my sign, ain't no way gonna stop my mind. Yeah, yeah, I mean, you do have a nice 9. It did clear some imbalance in that area, but it also did print a 1 for setup phase. So Asia may just hold it in this area and then hand it over to London, and London will take the ball. I feel like New York really pushed it into these levels and just kind of held those areas, held this ground. And it could be the opposite. Asia takes it the rest of the way. You like the little perito? The little doggy that we have there now? We got to name him. I don't know why. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It's just an idea. Tough Riders. How you gonna see if you're living in the fog? Yeah, that one. Where's my garden angel? Need one? What's I want? I'm right here, shorty. You tryna? I'ma show you how. Indeed, like you, but my friends call me name you. I'm gonna put you into something about this game you in. My gosh, this song is so old. Still know all the lyrics heart by heart. You so smooth. I seen you, but nobody knew who pulled the trigger. You know, it's always over dope. For sure, I could have swore it was over. Oh, my nah, my style. Yeah, so I wanted to measure that out real quick, see if I can get an ABC out of that. Friends, blood out, blood in. I can use weight too, that's fine. Dirty from Broadway. Right up on him strap. Yep. Where is it? Nope, it's right over here. That's what we would see if ETH is going to push down, push up. That's what USDT would need to do here. Oh, excuse me. More compression. Just went just below that. Oh, you can push a little higher. There you go. You know, if I do this, if I switch this up a little bit, if I adjust this trend line, still technically it's bouncing off of that in that area. That was an opportunity for you to take more profits on your shorts. If you didn't take it, that was like a second chance, in my opinion. You know, when we run into these stagnant areas, or these areas where, you know, there's support or there's resistance on USDT, you know, I feel like it's an opportunity just to take some profits, 5%, 10%, things like that. That's what's up. Yep. I'm still holding mine. Mine's in from 33.94. Just get up, get it back on my feet. Now we just need to see USDT just do that. Just whoom. You know, those 34.23s, 34.49, 35.10s, like all of those levels. Those are levels that I would be paying attention to. All right, that was enough for DMX for now. Boy, they are squeezing right there. I'm really intrigued to see what Asia's going to do. If they're going to take the ball and run, or they're just going to hold this area for London. It's like this is like a parking station, if you will. It's like, all right, you know, valet, if that makes any sense. Like they're just going to hold the keys and hold it in that area. And then when London shows up, London's going to make the real move, and then London will transfer over to New York, and then New York will make that decision. Simplified your strategy the last 2 months. That's what's up. Oh, you're very welcome, man. You're very welcome. Hey, we're just vessels. That's the way I look at it. But thank you, brother. Thank you, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Good feedback, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. My feet are cold. Yeah, put on my house slippers. Got me on the run. This is the ETH song right now. Boom, boom, boom. Open the door. ATF. Beep Carlos. Turn it off. Trying to stay alive. Must have been the new guy. Bag on my ass. Is that almost? And a lever. Take a breather. Right on the floor. Dynamic identification indicator. I see yesterday about the site with the candle descriptions and started building my own indicator. I do have one. I don't utilize it much, but I do have a candlestick indicator. As I like doing it manually. I personally like doing it manually. Open the door. ATF. But if you're starting to study doing candlestick analysis, I would couple that with smart money concepts. Do some research on smart money concepts. Change of characters and breaker structures. Identify what it is that you need to do on breaker structures, what you need to be looking for on breaker structures. Count how many breaker structures that you're going to be having, and then understand what happens when you have a change of characters and what those pullbacks look like. If you can master those two alone, you'll do very well. You'll do very well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not proficient with ICT, but definitely SMC. Life for us, and a singing, we get kicked. We get kicked. It's the hard knock life. Yep, that's pretty good. It's very similar to what I use. Come on, can you give us a flush? Looked on the hot. Yeah, I want to see if ETH can like hold this area, hold this line. Maybe it gets a little, pushes down a little bit lower, which I think is like 33.46 and some change. and a murder, everything moving. But I mean, if we're gonna get granular with it, we can see it's still holding that. I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to move this. See what it's doing? Now, if this pushes back up over here, it's going to invalidate this harmonic, just as an FYI. I'll leave that there. Let's move this over, though, because that needs to come over. So I'll just throw in a fib zone real quick. Still going to use the same targets, per se, but I just want to use a fib zone. If I could actually find it. There you go. That's a little bit more conservative. That's inside of these fibs. Not there, but maybe like right here. That's a little cleaner. That makes a little bit more sense. If we get a flush down, boom, 3283, what have you. And I'll move this over just a little bit. It looks a little cleaner. Man, we've been on these charts hard today. I'm gonna have to clean these later. Deep scrub. Hmm. Yeah, it is. Years. Yeah, I want to get another monitor. I have two here. I have a 37 here. Then I have a 15 hit down here below, but I want to put another 32 right above. The one I've been eyeing is the OLED one because I game, so I'd have my gaming monitor there. But I can also do a couple things here. I can actually put more charts here above. I wouldn't want to do anything to the side because it's constantly looking over. I'd rather just look up and down to try to keep a flow here. So I have OBS running here down on the bottom, and I'd have additional charts sitting there at the top. It's what I want. It's not what I need. Make sure I say that. It's what I want. It's not what I need. I started picking up playing some Apex just the other day, but I got onto Ninja Gaiden, so I've been mainly gaming on that for a while. I like it. I mean, the graphics on it, the different combos that you can do, so it's a good decompression where I don't have to rely on other people. I don't know. I don't know. Bouncing off that area. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to get some water real quick. Drinking water like a darn fish. Quick snack too. Nine minutes. No, so the Lego. This little compression here. I mean, it's got two options. Let's look at DMI real quick. Yeah, look at that. There's going to be a move coming soon. It's either direction. Look at that DMI. That's wound real tight. That's wound real tight. There's a move coming. It's going to be a nice move. The question is which direction is it going to be going in? If USDT goes in that direction that we're looking at, down to 5.69, then yeah, it's going to be an aggressive move to the upside. And if USDT decides to pop up and create an invalidation for this ABC, then you're going to see a big move down to the downside, possibly down to that 3280 level. Yeah, I'm going to give a new poll for you guys. And for the most part, I'll just keep ETH and USDT going in the future. But I want to monitor what BTC does here, if it can reclaim that 97 area. It's a weak fib. It's a 0.382, but it's not a weak one in the grand schemes in the sense of correction waves. Five minutes until Asia. We got to get ready for Asia. Some new. Nope. Nope. Just don't look to short this again, guys. Like just don't. It may stall out here for a second. You may say like, oh snap, we have a triple top in that area, and it comes down a little bit and then just pushes right back up. So just be careful with that. Look at USDT. Look at those levels that I marked off for USDT, 5.69, and that's the top of wave one for USDT, and that's what it looks like. It's going to start brewing here. You were very fun. I'm gonna take a look at what these whales are doing. Some shorts opened 33.52. So we got some whales that are shorting here, 33.68, 33.53, 33.75. It's become a little bit more balanced. 47% long. So there's more shorts that are piling in here. There's this 33.45. Let's see if it can maintain that. Not, then we're going to see a good push to the downside. Two minutes. Painful to watch. You guys have a better opportunity to watch my hair grow back. Move dot. According to poll, are we pumping? I don't know. It is funny though. Every time I put a poll that's related to sentiment, it always does the opposite. And I'm not saying you guys are wrong if you voted for dump or anything like that. It's just something that I've noticed. It can be here, it can be on Twitter, it can be in Discord. It always does the same thing. 7 o'clock. Did you see that on BTC? What the heck was that? That literally just flashed a candle down and then up. That's weird on index. All right. Here we go. And that's just 1 minute. It's just 1 minute into the session. I swear, I just caught it on the corner of my eye, my peripheral. I literally saw BTC flash like a wick candle down and then blipped away. Excuse me. I'm on a little bit lower. You see, I was saying this is going to open up on a bullish setup phase. It's opening up here, but 1, 2, 3, 4. It need to climb back over to here. So if I see a move back into that area, it's going to change the setup phase, and I would be very cautious with that. What is that? 33.46. What levels? What is this right here? 33.44. Somewhere in that area. That's right into it. Maybe a little wick into here, 33.41. Ideally, I would like to see a flush. I think that's, we've been patient enough with them. That's what I would like to see. Those are cooldowns too. I'm managing my own positions right now, guys. I'll go into chat in a second. Good little. All right. I don't know if a fake out. Kato. Right, this is the key area. Like we need to climb above this area. So right now we're inside of a range, if you will. The price action in here is just considered inside of that range. Yeah, DMI negative took the lead on that move. Be careful on longs here. It could still be volatile. It could still be volatile. They haven't claimed the baseline yet. They need to claim the baseline, and then they need the ADX to help push it up higher, which means they need to continue to build strength. But if we get those levels, if we can maintain that, then yeah, we're going lower. We're going to be going down to targeting these areas over here. Not my friends. I'm on. Push down, bro. More compression in that area. My sins. My sins. 5 minute, man. That looks like a very, very sharp falling wedge on a 5 minute. I don't like that. I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's see. I want to see if there's any shorts that are opening up here. Yep. 30, 33.48, 33.52. It just opened 8 minutes ago, so they literally just opened on a market open. So they opened up right over here. That's a couple of them. No remorse. I'm a nasty. Yep. They're pushing. That's a long way for ESDT to go back up. But boy, boy, if it does, this thing's going to dump hard. Come on, shorts. We've been patient. And it's same trend line. See? You son of a gun. You son of a gun. You son of a gun. Breaks out of this. Mm-mm-mm. You son of a gun. Oh, there's blood. Come on. You got this. Come on, USDT. All right, let's open up a fizz zone for you real quick. You're going to go into compression. So let's elongate you a little bit further. Do you need another hit up top? Possibly. Yeah, sure. I think bears are kind of getting annoyed here. They're getting annoyed. They want to short it. They want to see a flush. They might get taken out. It's a dangerous area, boy. It's doing anything. I'd prefer the confirmation, to be quite honest. Yeah, we might see. I'll give it a couple minutes here. I'll give it a couple minutes. And we're gonna roll. Oh, did it go? We're gonna pop. Just want to send you guys off in the right way. Make it a little bit shorter than usual. Lord, thank you for this stream and everyone who joined. Thank you for the wins, the lessons, and the growth. Protect us and our families. Guard our minds from stress, over trading, and fill us with peace as we log off. In Jesus' name we pray this. Amen. If we get dump, if we do get the dump that we're looking for these areas, 3285s. That's, I think that's reasonable. I think that's fair. You know, I'm like negotiating with the charts. Like, I think that's fair. Like, you could give us that. Let's make a deal here. I think that's a fair target. Then we're gonna roll. But if we see a rise above here, then we're gonna revisit these areas. I think Ryan was just calling for that area. I think it was 3381 somewhere over there. There's a shaved head on a 1 hour. So just observe that area. I'll rock with you guys for like another 15 more minutes or so. If you got any questions for me, feel free. Fire away. Same time tomorrow. Not on for YouTube, but same time for Discord. We'll have our class. I'll check the poll to see what that looks like, so I have an idea as far as what I'm going to be teaching. I have no idea. I've been with you guys for the majority of the day, so I haven't looked back at Discord just yet. But I will take a look at that, find out what the class is going to be about. Excuse me. And then once that class is done and over with, then I'll open up to YouTube and then start streaming instead of YouTube again. So that should probably be maybe like around 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock when I open up for YouTube. But I'll send a notification out for you guys. If you guys are following the channel and you set your notifications, you'll know when I go live. So that way you just get a nice little reminder about that. And we'll be looking for the same thing, essentially. Looking for setups, hunting liquidity, and then just kind of going from there. Nice push. Yeah, nice push. Give it to us. We've earned it. We've earned it. Give it to us. Come on. There we go. Like that. We like all this. Ah, Nez and Anisha. Come on. Stop this game. Just. You should dump. You should dump. Yeah, I think I could see this on a. You can see this more clearly here on a 5-minute. I don't know why it does it there from there. Yeah, that looks good. We like this. Shorts printing. Shorts look good. You just flushed. Ah, come on. Keep that some momentum. Please keep that some momentum. Oh. Part of you daily routine. That's what's up. I appreciate that. Mad love. Mad love. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, Asia. Change the narrative for us. Yeah, reject off that trend line. Make that liquidity, please. You son of a donkey. That's a pretty aggressive pull on a 5-minute. You're going the wrong way, ETH. Going the wrong way, USDT. Come on, keep pumping. Take out these late longs. Please take out these late longs. There you go. Yeah, tomorrow on Discord, 8 a.m. And then tomorrow I'll be inside here after. Just like I said, just follow this channel, set your notifications so you know precisely when I go live, because the class may go a little bit longer than anticipated. It could go, maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I'll try my absolute best to try to keep it under an hour. But it just depends on whatever the topic is that people want to learn about. If it requires a little bit more detail, then I'll go a little bit longer on that one. But you'll know for sure when I'm on here. And then when we hop in here, then we're going to be looking at some setups. Now, mind you, when I hop in here, it's going to be after New York cash market is already open. So at that point, it's just really going to be adjusting and managing at that point. So, but I feel like I've given you guys a good amount of information here throughout the course of the day today. We did another all-time high. Today we did another like 11 hours and 30 minutes today. So we beat yesterday's record in a sense of streaming. But in those 11 hours, I've given you guys all the targets as far as what we're looking at. If we push up back up to 3391, 3400s in that area, then 3449 all the way up to 3500. If we can start breaking down into these areas, we're looking at 3208, 3206 inside those levels. Which are going to be down over here. Excuse me. 3306 down to 3285 inside these levels. These areas. I'm hoping you guys know. I'm doing a bad job if you don't. Either I'm doing a bad job or somebody's doing a bad job. I'm going to end this poll here before we log off. 70% of you guys are voting for a dump. Yeah. This one. That's my favorite book. I read some devotionals here and there, but mainly that's the main book that I read. What's up? What's up? What's up? No, I have a library of them. I'll share them at some point. I have a link with like 200 different books. They're all ebooks, online books, things like that. But nothing that's really my favorite, because a lot of them are geared towards stocks, bonds, things like that. Not really geared towards crypto. Crypto is a little bit of a different animal. All right. All right, guys, I'm about to log off. So I just want to say thank you all for those that have joined here today. You guys took the opportunity. You guys showed up. That means a lot to me personally. If there's any way that you do want to show some gratitude or, love, if you will, my Twitter handle, I_am_saint_ double_ on all of them. You could always comment on any of the posts that I have with the YouTube link. Let us know what your day was like inside here, win or loss, what your day was like altogether. Inside of our Discord, there's going to be a testimonial section. So if you find this informational, resourceful to you and beneficial, feedback is always welcome. Outside of that, continue to be safe in this current market where the transition of the market is right now. Guard your capital. And above all, God bless you guys. I love you. I'll catch you soon. Peace.